Alright guys, this is our podcast and welcome to an intro.
Hello, welcome to our podcast. This is me and this is him. And
This
we are
is-
us.
This is the Gem Jetted Podcast. Anyways,
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yes, that's good. Okay, so guys, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be putting this piece of tape over the time. Oh, hold on, that's a bit too thick. Can you make this smaller? Where's the piece of tape that you got?
Okay.
Hey guys, so what we'll do is we'll take this piece of tape. We're going to put it over where it shows us the time, and in a couple of minutes, we're going to use our estimate to guess how long it's been since we've started the podcast.
Hi.
Ah,
I'm Fingaroo.
Fingaroo. Hi,
gonna guess it.
Fingaroo.
Hi.
Fingaroo. Is that easily erasable?
Yeah,
Okay.
but who cares? I'd get it tattooed if I could. Bye.
Okay. We do need to tattoo. Hold on. Guys, here is a label printer. Now I do not throwing things. Now then there's this thing. Now since I like throwing things, that was so dramatic. Okay, let's try this again.
Okay.
Anyways,
I
guys. What are you doing?
Hi.
Here, let's hold the phone. Let's put the phone at arm's length. No, you don't actually have to do that. But let's do something. So, here, can you hold this harsh?
What, harsh?
Okay. So she hates Celeste with all of her deep, dark soul.
It is deep and dark.
What are some games that what's something that people would be interested in us talking about? I wonder.
It's Always Sunny. Best show
No.
ever.
No,
Good
that's-
podcast too.
that has a lot of cussing in it.
Second to ours. It's probably the best.
Yeah. My favorite show is easily The Smartest Animals. It really have one episode. It's so cool. Like, I gotta continue it. How do you guys think I do at voicing them? Like, I think that this is kind of good for Ellie, don't you think?
Yep.
And this is Evan. My
Yep.
grammar bad.
But Emma,
Oh, please don't take the phone.
it's good
Don't
for
take
Emma.
the phone from me. Any others?
Eddie.
You just have to do a higher pitched Ellie voice. So easy.
And Ellie is currently
Licking
licking the air.
See if I can get a good image of her every time out.
She does that sometimes. I think what happens is, as you'll see here, that she's got a lovely little mustache, and I think that it gets stuck in her little mouth because it's long and it's a wild mustache.
She's a diamond. Why is she a diamond again?
Diamond.
Yeah, her gemstone's a diamond. I forget why.
Ellie, ma'am.
Priceless.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I don't remember why, but I think that's probably that makes sense. She's rare and priceless and shiny. I don't know.
I forget now.
Can we throw that paper down?
Yes.
Just get rid of it.
Anyways, let's continue. So,
So, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about tsunamis? You want to talk about
tsunamis.
tsunamis are cool. Tsunamis are cool. Right?
Except for when you're at a hotel called Edgewater Inn. Wait, what's it, Edgewater Inn? Yeah. Except for when you're at a hotel called Edgewater Inn, and you get an earthquake warning at Coos Bay, and then your mom comes rushing in, stressing you out. Then it says that there's a tsunami that's going to happen while your son
Not
is in
might.
the pool.
Like it's coming. So run or learn to swim. I didn't know what to do. I was going to save my family though.
She was panicking.
I was panicking. I ran out of the hotel room. Our son Jackson had his own
With
room.
one slipper on, no bra on.
No bra, jammies, one slipper on, one slipper off, hair sticking up everywhere. And I ran. There was a housekeeping room that separated our room and Jackson's room. And so on the way, I saw them in there, and I'm like, oh, I could ask them what to do. So I did. I ran in there looking like I did, and I said to them, hey, what's going on? What do we do? Is that real? And the lady turns and looks at me and goes, probably. We are on the coast. So then I went to Jackson, and I'm like, Jackson, you got to come in with me. He's like, why? I'm like, because I got to keep us all together. He's like, this is stupid. You might want to rethink moving here if you're this scared. It didn't make me feel better, but... And we moved here. We're here now.
Yep.
But guess where we're at?
North Bend.
We're in the... And?
The tsunami evacuation route.
Route, tomato, creek. What are some other ones?
Chips, crisps.
Yeah, but I'm not going to say.
I know, I was kidding.
No.
Now, let's have some stories.
Okay.
Can I see? Fingaroo. Give a good estimate of what the time is, Fingaroo.
The time?
I think it's about 3 minutes.
I'm going to say 5 minutes and 42 seconds.
Okay. So,
We got to do it now.
I'm guessing it's 3 minutes. It's 6.
I win.
Put this back on and guess later again. I know duct tape isn't very good at re-sticking. Let's try it though. Okay, so you gotta tell some stories. So when I was pointed at me.
Sorry.
When I was a baby, like less than 1, I was like mumbling a lot. Now, Rentley was pretty good at telling what I was saying, but this time Jackson couldn't even tell what I was saying.
If I didn't know what Jacoby was saying, Jackson could always figure it out.
And Rentley I was starting to get mad. Okay.
He was like mumbling.
Yeah, because she didn't understand what I was saying, and I can't tell her again because I forget all of this. And she was like, "Do you have a synonym?"
He just kept saying the same thing over and over and getting madder and madder that I didn't know what he was saying. So I'm like, you maybe have like a synonym?
No cinnamon!
Sorry guys, I'm going to be out of commission for a while. I am deaf in my left ear.
That's what I said. No cinnamon.
He was furious. He didn't want cinnamon. He wanted whatever he was telling me about.
Why is this lady offering me cinnamon?
And then when Jacoby was little, one time Jackson and Jacoby and I, and NJW, we went down. There was a house that was like, I think 2 or 3 doors down from us that was like abandoned, empty.
Yes.
And we loved to play.
From what I remembered, it was white.
It was white.
Yeah.
Wow.
And a wasp came over and did what it did to me. Ear in my toe.
Yes. Ear in your toe?
Yes, in my ear and my toe.
So, but what I was going to talk about was, so I'm terrified of spiders. Terrified of cockroaches. I'm not terrified of all bugs, but I'm not huge on them. But on this night, Jacoby Jackson and I went to our abandoned house to dance on the porch or whatever, and there was a praying mantis. Now, I love praying mantis. I think they're adorable and weird and just funky, but I don't want to pass on my huge fear of bugs to my kids. So I'm like, oh my God, you guys, look at the praying mantis. And they're like looking, and they're like, oh, that's so cool. I'm like, isn't that cool? Look, it does this, and it's moving its head, and it's like looking around. And then Jackson got like curious. I'm like, you can pick it up. So he picks it up, and like it like buzzed and freaked out and started like flying. And in his fear, he flung his arm and flung it at me. And I started screaming and was like, it was a failure. It was a failure. I didn't instill.
To this day, I am terrified of spiders. No, I'm not. I am not terrified of spiders at all.
I am. So I got a pet spider, tried some exposure therapy. I think the next one I'm going to get to tarantula because I'm actually not afraid. Why is it doing that?
Why is that doing what?
Look.
Why is it doing that?
I'm not afraid of tarantulas for some reason. I don't think I am. Look, like I'll put it like this and start. But watch. Ready?
Well, I'm trying to turn this
I think
light
it's
off.
using the light back here as
Ooh, spooky.
Whenever you get closer to us, it tries to adjust to the light. It's turning like red, then black, and then pink.
We don't have any other light in here. Like this is just me.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
that's
my
not
presence
us.
that's doing it.
Just that way the lighting won't be
Right.
like that.
it is bright.
This better. It's pretty bright.
Pretty bright.
Very bright.
Anyways,
Rainbow bright.
here is a
That's what everyone calls me.
pineapple lamp.
You are
So a
rainbow
long
bright.
time
my
ago,
hair.
when I used to actually go to bed early, like 7, I think. Yeah, I used to go to bed at like 6:45. I didn't sleep, but I got to bed at 6:45, and that would mean that randomly this thing. Also, she used to stay with Jackson until 9. Jackson's my brother, and this thing kept turning on every single day at 8:13 without us clicking it. It was trying to basically tell us, like, hey, your pineapples are ready to pick, but we don't have pineapple trees.
We had apples and pears, and we had some
You
blackberries.
don't have pineapple trees?
Mm-mm.
I
Cut 'em
don't-
down.
I don't actually like blackberries.
I do. Think they're delicious.
I like marionberries.
I love Marionberries. Marionberries are amazing.
I'm so glad we live in Oregon.
Me too.
We live in North Bend, Oregon.
Do. Right on the ocean, guys. Pray for us.
The
or
ocean is like
whatever
a 20
you do.
minute walk.
Send
from
us good
here.
vibes. We're on the evacuation route. We're fine. We're fine. Okay?
We're fine.
We are fine.
We're fine.
Worry about everyone else
Hey,
that's not
who
fine.
can name more Gen Alpha terms?
Fine.
Out of me and you?
Yeah,
You.
let's test it.
Okay?
You go first. Can't name a single one.
Skibbity toilet.
Riz.
Yeah, that's all I got. Maybe if I wasn't so tired, but
Are we done?
yeah, that's all I got.
You don't know what have you done?
It's empty. What?
Good. Charizarding.
How did I forget that? Don't look that up.
Don't do
it.
not. Very inappropriate. Why did you tell me? Why didn't you want this kid to be innocent? Why did you tell me?
You asked me.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Bring out your fingeroo here. I'm guessing that it's been about 12 minutes.
I'm guessing it's been 13 minutes and 48 seconds.
I'm guessing it's been 12 minutes and 50 seconds.
Dun, dun, dun. I was so close.
13 minutes and 30 seconds.
I mean, Fingaroo was so close.
Would you say I'm a good voice actor? Give me like a character that I should voice act. Like an
Keanu
animal
Reeves.
or something.
Did you say Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
So, what are they called? They're called lemurs. Oh, no, sugar glider. I know.
I can't think of what they look like.
Hamster.
I feel like Ellie. I feel like Ellie's. Hold on, let me think. I'm gonna eat my brother.
I had hamsters when I was little. They were Chinese dwarf hamsters. I was 7. I named them Chinka and Choi, which is,
Sweet
anyway,
innocent.
Chinka was precious and Choi was a little chubby guy, but they were like brother and sister. And I mean, I was pretty good with them. I fed them like when I remembered. And I went to school one day and came home, and Choi had eaten Chinka.
He was hungry.
And there was just some of Chinka's remains, and Choi looked very satisfied, and I was furious. So I picked Choi up and threw him in the woods behind my house. was really mad. And
Sacrificing
I
his
knew that he
youth.
knew what he did. He knew what he did wrong. As he was flying through the air into the woods, he's like, I should not have eaten my brother.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you look?
He looked
Look at this.
regretful.
Oh!
Looked like he was filled with regret and remorse.
Do you
And
like him?
he was like probably thinking that Chinka didn't even taste that good. Neither one of them cared one way or the other about me.
Why?
I don't know, because
They're
they're
Nazis.
little they just have little brains and they just want food, and
Guys, I've been practicing my snaps.
that's a really good snap. It's better than my snap.
Here's how my snaps used to sound. Here's how I sound now. If it lands on your fingernail,
Did I help explain it to you so you could practice it better?
kinda.
I did.
For some reason, I thought to use your index finger, not your bird finger. And as you can see, if it lands on your ring finger, it makes actually much better of a sound. Without ring finger, with ring finger. Anyways, so this is basically just a story episode. There's a lot to this. Franny has so many stories she can tell you. She has a series of stories, but she's going to be telling you hundreds of thousands of stories that she's never told you before.
That's a good long one.
Am I?
Yeah, give me a story. A scary story.
That doesn't involve murders, hamsters.
Yeah, it doesn't involve cannibal
what
hamsters.
scares me? Like, I know when I was a teenager. What?
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay. Okay. So when I was a teenager, I was 15, 16. I lived in this house from the time I was 14 until the time I was 16.
Okay.
It was called Quaker City, Ohio. It was in the middle of
Quaker community.
it was the poop stain in Ohio's underwear. It was crap town. There was woods and there was nothing. We were surrounded there was Seneca Lake. We lived right on Seneca Lake. It was a beautiful property. All around us was woods. And my father was a police officer. He was 6'7", 300 pounds. He was scared of nothing.
Your father
And
was a police officer?
I always felt very safe when I was with him,
Bad
unless he was
person.
mad. Then it was like, oh, he's mad. Anyway, on this night, and my mom, he was terrible. My mom was 5 feet and 90 pounds, and she was afraid of less than my dad. Like nothing scared her. On this night, it was dark out, and I went out into the kitchen. I don't even know where I came, but anyway, my parents were like conspiring in the kitchen in the dark, and they're like whispering all furtively, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, why are you telling secrets? I need to know these secrets. And they're like, my
me,
dad's
you
face,
don't.
had a look of terror, which I've never seen my dad scared. And they were like, listen to this, listen, shh, listen. And we heard, it was I can't describe it with any words that I know. It was the most terrifying. It was coming from the woods right outside of our house. It was guttural, and it was deep, and it was intense and emotional, and it was absolutely instilled complete fear, demonic
I'm scared of ghosts,
growl.
by the way.
And it terrified all of us. It was nothing like we've ever heard before.
Was it like
It sounded like it was right next to us.
Was it like a wild bear?
My dad was convinced it was Bigfoot. There was
That's what I was just thinking.
there was a lot of Bigfoot sightings out there in Seneca Lake.
I was just thinking. Bigfoot's real.
We had a German Shepherd. He was part wolf named Cole, and he was huge and he was gorgeous. He was all black, but he would go on walks with us, and he wasn't the bravest dog, but he would stay with us, and he looked like he would protect us. So my mom took a walk with him and again, my mom's scared of nothing. But she took a walk with him and she heard something similar, not as loud and close, but it freaked her out. And then Cole, the dog, took off running and left her. So she's all by herself in the woods and it's dark now. What does she do? The only thing there is to do. She climbs a tree. And then she stays up in the tree for hours. So my dad and I are like, she should have been home like a long time ago. Maybe we should go look for her. My dad's like, I'm going to go look for her. You stay here. And so he goes to look for her and he's walking around and she must see him or hear him below her because she's like, I'm up here in the tree. And so Cole was back there again. My dad helped her down and took her home. But she climbed a tree and was too scared to come down.
The tree.
Yeah, that was like one of those, I'm terrified something bad's gonna happen, and then that was really funny. My mom shimmied up a tree.
What is the funniest thing that you have ever done? Tell him about what was his name? Was it Kevin? Tell him the shoe incident.
Okay. What? Yeah. So, when I was like 19 or 20, my husband and I had just gotten together. And I had a friend from previously that I knew. He kind of wasn't like a good friend, but he like latched on to some friends that I had and was always in the picture. I trusted him as a human, and I made a purchase from him that he didn't follow through with. $60.
It just
handed it to him.
Kept getting crazier and crazier.
I handed him the $60 and he disappeared. And like, I wasn't even as mad about the $60. Like, yeah, I needed it. I was broke. I was a nursing student. But the principle of it, like, he screwed me over and I wouldn't have done that to him. He was supposed to be someone like trusted. So I was mad and he avoided me. And I didn't see him for months and months. But then one day my JW and I are driving down the road and I had a 1994 Chevy Cavalier.
Awesome.
It was great. And I like look over and I'm like, oh my God, there he is. There's Kyle. So I whip the car over, middle of the road, get out, walk up to him, and I grab, JW stays in the car because he thinks it's hilarious. I grab him by the shirt collar so he can't get away. And I said, you owe me money. I need my $60. And he was like, I don't have any money. And I'm like, right now, get in your pocket and give me all the money you have. He's like, I literally have no money to give you. And so I said, then give me your effing shoes.
Then give me your shoes.
And he said, you're crazy. And then he broke, like, as that was happening, I'm kind of in my peripheral. I see my grampy driving by. They had a very distinct car. So I waved at my grampy as I'm with one hand while I'm holding Kyle's collar with the other hand.
Hold on, can I just imagine you're her grampy. Hold on. I'm working on something. Hold on. Oh, hi.
No, other hand. I had to use the other hand and hold it.
Can you hold
Hi,
this?
Grampy.
Can you hold this like this? Okay, hold it far away. So imagine you're my grampy.
No.
Then give me your shoe. Give me your shoes.
Nice big smile. I always had a nice smile. And then Kyle broke free and ran away. He was legit scared. He thought I was like, he thought I was like crazy. I am. And then so when he broke free, I was done waving at my grampy and I'm like, I'll just walk back to the car. So I opened the car door of my Chevy Cavalier. The windows didn't quite roll up. They were always off track. When I went to, I wasn't mad. I thought it was hilarious. I was just joking, but like I would have taken his shoes. But then I shut the door and my window shattered. So it just added to the effect of my superhuman angry strength. And, yeah. I didn't care what his shoes looked like. I just wanted to take his shoes and make him walk on barefoot and remember why he doesn't have shoes. But I never got the shoes or the $60. And to be honest, I'm over it. I don't hold a grudge anymore. From Mansky.
From Mansky.
If you encounter a Kyle from Mansky, don't give him money and anticipate that he'll give you product, because he won't.
Instead, just grab him by the shirt collar, yell, what was his profile picture on Facebook like again?
I don't know, it was like his face.
Okay, can you describe what he looks like?
He He's ugly. He looks like a little troll.
Okay, find an ugly troll on Facebook with the name Kyle Fermansky.
Everybody look him up and text and message him. Give me your shoes.
Jinx, why do you suck? And also call him too, and then yell, and then just that way.
I don't know his phone number.
That's true. Call him on Facebook. Facebook Messenger.
Oh, demand his shoes. If you can find him, take your shoes for me. I would really appreciate that. And if you do, I'll reward you.
With
I'll send you
$60.
some envelopes.
If you join our server, I just had this genius idea for our Discord server. Okay, basically, if someone does something cool, you can reward them with points, and you can get rolls for a different amount of points. And the more points you have, the cooler you are. So yeah, and that's just as a reward. I'll give you 50 points on Discord. You know how much that is?
That's a lot of points. I don't know how much it could be. It sounds like 50 points.
I don't really know too much either, but I'd say that's a lot of
I'd
points.
say that's a significant amount of points. It's a good starting point. I mean, it's 50 more than you had. So, take Kyle's shoes, please. You'll be handsomely rewarded.
Also, if you boost the server, then I'll also give you 25 points. Then I'll also give you a free a starter pack.
Yep.
With 25 points.
And I'll give you
Just
my
not.
right eye. I'll take it out and give it to you. It's this eye. You want it? It's yours.
Close your left eye again. How many fingers am I holding up?
It looks like one giant finger.
You have both of your eyes closed. That's why. Close
No, I
your
didn't.
left eye. Close your left eye. How many fingers am I holding up?
5.
4.
That was close.
How many fingers do I have right now?
You have 10 altogether.
I'm doing this hand. Even with your left eye
I just
open,
licked his hand.
you only see 4, right?
I see 4.
Exactly, you don't see my thumb.
Alright, well, you guys, I'm going to fall asleep because I am exhausted.
Hey, I can help
It's
you.
been really fun. I'm probably going to say some weird stuff before I go to sleep. I'll talk in my sleep a lot tonight, probably. I do that when I'm sleep deprived. So,
By the way, I can get you to sleep quicker. You want me to do that?
you can play with my hair.
No, do you want to get you to sleep quicker?
Are you going to, knock me
Oh,
unconscious?
can I have something heavy to double you?
No, I don't want you to hit me. I want you can play with my hair. I'll fall asleep. I don't like that.
Well, I kind of do have a habit of throwing things.
No, that's my... You've upset Evan. Evan.
His name's Mustache.
Tell me how you feel about that. Evan. Sir, can I
Evan.
just get a moment of your time? I just want a moment of your... Sir, can you please tell... Okay. Busy. He's ignoring us. He doesn't like the paparazzi. It's fine. We'll get him next time. Like the bell. Ring the content.
Here, turn the camera around. I was pointing to the right a little bit.
Evan.
Too much. Left. That's perfect. Hey guys, this is the tissue box, and since I have a habit of throwing things, I expected to throw that much harder.
Hope you don't need those tonight.